Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara & Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Cotto. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with two of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
All right, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. Good Franken morning. If you're listening on a Saturday or Sunday morning, we love our radio listeners. Almost 14 years here on these amazing iHeart channels. I don't know where you're listening. You might be listening on 1250. You might be on 970. You might be listening, to the Moon Radio. I don't know, but we are everywhere. We are across the entire continent. We are in the cyberspace. You can check us online. Don't forget, if you want to see our faces and not just hear our amazing radio voices, you can tune in anytime on Instagram Live and Facebook Live. Matter of fact, I'm going to share it over to Facebook Live right now while we're doing this intro, and we are going to make sure you guys can catch us everywhere here on the Business Happy Hour. Please like and share every Tuesday. You can see us at about 10 a.m. every Tuesday right here on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, we're all over YouTube as well. You can check it anytime. And today we have a great show. And it's not a great show because my co-host Senia is gone. I promise you that. It's a great show today because I have an amazing guest, a good friend of mine, a business friend, a colleague of mine, Michael, the founder of Kingdom Capital. Welcome to the Business Happy Hour, Michael.
Welcome here, man. Good to be in Tampa Bay. Fire those cannons. Go Bucks.
Boom. That's right. Hey, at least we won the first preseason game, right?
We did.
It wasn't bad. It looked okay.
It was good. It's great.
It was good. It was good. You know, a little. If you read the news, there's a little controversy right now with the Bucks and losing Evans, and you keep reading, oh, Baker's not happy. He's Let's see how he plays, though. Let's not think too much into this.
Yeah, controversy sells tickets.
Exactly. It was actually all over like Fox News. You go on the Fox app. I think somebody paid for that, Mike. I really do.
Yeah, we were there live. Took my son to his very first game, right? It was his birthday on Sunday, and he loved it. And the paratroopers dropped in, and the Coast Guard did a flyover, and what they do with AI, it's incredible today what they do there. But it was an amazing game. We love the Bucks. Fire those cannons. Good to be on this show today, Frankie boy.
That's it. And it was a night game, too. What'd your son think of that?
It was cooler than the 1 p.m. I can tell you that for sure.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
1 o'clock games, that's, listen, I love football, but nobody likes a 1 o'clock game in Florida. I will promise you that. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're in the club. I don't care if you're in the president's box. You got to get from your car to the seats, all right? And 1 o'clock is not cool. So today's show. Unfortunately, Senia is out. Good for Sen, though. She has a lot of business, so thank you for giving her a call. If you guys ever need real estate advice, don't forget, go to Senia, Mahara & Associates. I should know her phone number off the top of my head. She says it 15 times a day. But you guys can find Senia Akishina, or you can just reach out to me if you have any real estate questions. But today, Mike and I are going to be talking finance. And guys, I own Lincoln Lending Group. We do our FHA, our VA, our non-QM, our government stuff. But Mike's actually my secret weapon. And I probably shouldn't even have him on the show, to be honest. Now I'm kind of second guessing this, Mike. It might not be a good idea. But Mike is the guy. Everybody says they got a guy, right? They got a guy. I need new sprinklers. I got a guy. I need gutters. I got a guy. But when you need hard to find finance, when you need an investment property loan, because that's the thing, Mike, you only do investment properties, right?
I only work with entrepreneurial-minded investors that want to unleash their real estate empires.
And business owners, too.
Business owners, people who want to purchase a business and a building for 100% through SBA. I only deal and help investors.
Yes. Matter of fact, I met a guy yesterday. I had lunch with a gentleman who I need to refer over to you. He wants to expand his sushi restaurant. Been in business 4 years, great numbers, has an opportunity to open another location. And you know who I thought of? Michael from Kingdom.
It's exactly our flavor right there.
And you don't need real estate necessarily.
You don't. You can get much more aggressive financing when there's real estate collateral attached.
Right.
But otherwise, business-wise, you don't need it.
No. Don't need it. So you can just fund actual businesses.
Yeah, we just funded a deal in South Carolina. A guy owns 15 Japanese steakhouses. We did his 16th.
Oh, wow.
And he got 20% down with bank statement income, closed it in less than 30 days.
Oh, okay. So the key right there, friends, is close in 30 days. And sorry, I'm doing a little spin game today because we had a little phone issue. But we want to make sure we get Mike's face on here. But that's right. You can actually get financing for businesses even if you don't own real estate. You think, oh, this guy just does mortgages. Mortgages is still financing. Financing is financing, right? So Michael can get us money when you don't own the real estate. That's absolutely awesome. Mike, since Cynthia's out, I've got to do a little something in her honor. Every week for the last 2 years, Cynthia will always bring us the real estate statistics, right? And she'll surprise me. We don't talk about it before the show because we like to get Frank the Bank's reaction, right?
It's awesome.
What's really cool, I'm gonna, and I haven't looked yet at what she sent me, but the overlaying theme is that the clickbait that everybody is looking at every day when they wake up and it says, oh, the sky is falling, Florida has a bunch of foreclosures, there's short sales, there's this and this. It's honestly just not true, right? The stats that we keep coming up with for foreclosures, for example, even nationwide, is not over 1%. So people thinking, well, I'm going to wait and there's going to be this amazing drop in prices and everything's going to work out and rates are going to go down. We've been trying to tell people it's not happening, but don't believe us. Read the statistics. Look at the math. The values and prices are not going down in most areas. They're going up. Even if it's 2%, even if it's 4%, we're not seeing the drops.
So I want to give you those statistics, and there's a ton of cameras on me today, and they tell me I got a great face for radio, so it doesn't matter if I'm on or not. But I'm sitting at actual Bucks game, and I'm looking around, and do you know that probably most likely for every person that was at the Bucks game is a lender that's currently funding business purpose transactions? There's that many people lending money right now. Even in the conflict overseas, even with the midterms, there's a ton of money on the table. A little bit more conservative in the market, but a ton of money to be lended to fund.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. And So
are you saying that there's more lenders out there now than even a few years ago?
There is. Now, a little bit more conservative than it was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Right? Because, when you have things going on outside of our control, it does make things a little bit more conservative. But there is a ton of lending opportunities. The key is to connect your investor, their business plan on each transaction with the capital partner that allows the best leverage on what they're trying to achieve on their business plan. Let me just give you a quick second before you move forward.
No, please do.
So what we do, and I do this with Frank as a partner as well, we take an individual or an entity's business plan on a transaction for investments.
Okay.
We analyze it. We look at the max leverage we can do. We look at what they're trying to achieve in their exit strategy on this property, and we connect them with the capital partner out there on the market that will give them the best terms on what their whole business plan is for that transaction.
So wait, Mike, you're saying it's not just about that one transaction they're trying to do?
No, yeah. For instance, like let's say I want to buy this building,
okay,
and I want to put CapEx and value in and split it up to where I can do storage units.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That may take more than one specific capital partner, or you can even capital stack it, maximizing your leverage by using preferred equity on a second or cross collateralization on another commercial property. All of that is not initially understood by someone that's trying to plan their business, right? That takes a partner like us to where we can calculate and be methodical about what their long-term goals are as well.
Right.
We're building partnerships. We're just not slamming deals. We want to help people, unleash their commercial real estate empire.
Right. And speaking of that, not just commercial real estate, business in general. If you are a business owner and you want to expand your business, if you want to add a new location, if you want to buy another franchise, we actually are the place to call. You're just going to call Lincoln Lending Group, or you're going to go to Frank directly. 813 Mortgage is the website to find us. My cell phone number is everywhere, but you're going to come to us, and then we are going to have a conference call with Mike. He knows who his capital partners are, and in about, Mike, I would say most of our calls are less than 10 minutes. Within that period of time, what are you ascertaining? What are you doing in that short amount of time?
So I'm running a baseline assessment. I'm asking expectations, and I'm looking at your global 4D picture of what you're trying to achieve. We do that in 10 minutes. Once I know that, based on your track record and experience, who your partners or JV partners might be on that deal, then I know where to go and what capital partner to just connect you with. We get terms, we lay the terms out, we put a timeline, expectations, documents required, and we move forward. And like I said, on an alternative doc, like you said, we get the hardest deals done nationwide regarding commercial. This guy had no IRS documents that he submitted to us at all.
What, no taxes?
No, it was just cash flow in his bank statement from his other businesses to qualify to purchase a new Japanese steakhouse. We closed it in less than 30 days.
So if you guys are in the commercial space, whether it's commercial real estate or business, I don't know if you heard, Mike went really quick when he said that, but if you didn't catch on to what I caught on to, they didn't ask for tax returns. They didn't ask for all the W-2s and the crap that the bank's going to ask for. They used deposits in the bank, deposits from the company in order to establish enough income for Mike and his partners to actually finance. That's the key of what I want you guys to hear today, is that this is creative financing. Yes, Mike and I can do the SBA and the government and the conventional and all those regular old loans. So if you are a bankable client and you want to show all the tax returns, maybe you will get a little bit better terms, right? And we'll talk about that in the next segment. We'll talk about a little bit of the difference, Mike, in government, SBA, and outside the box financing. So people, maybe we'll throw a couple examples out a little later. We're going to take a break here in a second, but we'll do some examples of, hey, what is an SBA loan? What is a conventional loan, and what is outside the box? Like, where do we draw this line for people?
Great. And before we go to that break, I just want to tell you really quick that to answer your question, the foreclosure rate is very low right now.
Oh, yes.
Right? But there is over $1 trillion in commercial loans maturing in 2027, which is a great opportunity to come to us and allow us to take out that maturing note.
Yeah.
Stabilize your property, get you cash out, buy some more property. We can look at that together as a team.
Beautiful. So Mike had just told everybody, I'm all day long, I'm going to decipher what Mike is saying. That means you can refinance. That's what he is saying. If you have a commercial loan, it's coming due. Maybe you're on a balloon. Maybe you need some cash out to expand the business. Maybe you have a crappy interest rate. We can do refinances. With that said, we're going to take a break here on the Business Happy Hour. When we get it back, we're going to have more from Mike at Kingdom Capital, Michael from Kingdom Capital, and we're going to do stats from Cinia. Stay tuned. James, those are some strong voices on here, aren't they? Yeah. Yes. Oh, they are switching. Good. Cameras are working, Mike.
Oh, that's good.
All right. So don't forget, we are still on Instagram Live while we're here. So Instagram Livers, hopefully you guys like this.
What's up, Instagram?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm again.
What's up, Instagram?
I promise next time I have Mike on here, we're going to do an Instagram test before we get in to make sure. I was a little vague in his instructions. And when I was saying, oh, yeah, just like me. And he's like, I did it. I got you liked. It's like, probably should have told him you need more. James, your image is frozen in my screen. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. I heard you. All right. All right. We're going to run this next segment. When James is ready, I'm going to hit stats. And then, Mike, I want to kind of take it backwards a little bit. And we're going to find out who is Michael Kirk. Because Michael Kirk, you have a story, Michael. And we're going to learn it. All right. Yes, we're ready. Go for it.
All the best mortgage or real estate advice from Tampa Bay's top experts. It's the Business Happy Hour with Frank the Bank Cotto and Senia Kishina.
All right, Tampa Bay. Sorry, I was heckling some of our listeners. We love having our students from Jesuit High School. They'll tune in every once in a while to check it out. And I just told them on today's show, you guys can go tell your math teacher you don't need to go to class, because you're going to learn more about real-world math today and finance and what you can do in about 24 minutes than you'll ever learn in school. I shouldn't say
Well,
that.
we're dining on some great morsels here today, right? On the Business Happy Hour.
We are dining on those morsels. I love it. Man, I'm already kind of hungry. All right. So I promised everybody we're getting to the stats. That's what Senia normally does. So Senia sent me the stats, Mike, and I have not read them. So let's just see. What she does is every show, we do it for the month. We do a month of over a year-over-year review. So basically what she's showing me on these stats is what happened from last July, 2025, to this July, because we're always a month off, obviously. So very interesting. In Hillsborough County, the closed sale volume, okay, the volume of closed sales was up 1.3%. Pinellas, it was up 3.7%. And the one that really hit me was Pasco, 11.7%. That means 11.7% more homes sold in Pasco County from July last year to July this year. So that doesn't seem like a declining market to me.
It does not. But here's the thing. Real estate's just like 401ks. Yep. It's going to go through seasons. And people might tell you, oh, we're in a winter. But you know what? Behind every winter, there's a spring, and the same's for real estate.
Exactly. Behind every winter is a spring. That is very true. Maybe not in Florida. But so let's see here. Sales price. I like looking at sales price. Let me look at some of these. Oh, here we go. The average sales price year over year. Interesting. Hillsborough up 4.6. So prices are not going down. And by the way, Hillsborough is the largest county in the country, in the state. Okay, up 4.6 in sales price. Pinellas up 7%. Pasco, kind of interesting. They had more sales, but they're only up 2.7%. The total across the whole area averaged out to about 5% up in sales, sale price. Mike, let me ask you this. I'm going to quiz you. What is the average sale price in Hillsborough County?
$675.
Well, that was a pretty good guess. That was higher than I thought you were going to say. It's $568.
Hey, I was within 100K.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is not the, what is that one? The Price is Right? So you actually lost.
What?
Can't go over.
Just get me to the Showcase Showdown. That's all I care about.
Man, the Showcase, that's it. Oh, there, it's gone. How about Pinellas County? What do you, I'll be give you a little clue. You were closer in Pinellas. What do you think that average price is?
$650K.
Very close. $618.
Okay.
All right, and this is going to be the wrench, but you know this a little more affordable. Pasco County.
$485.
Oh man, God, no Showcase Showdown today. It was $439.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. But you know, the interesting thing is these things are timed to contract. Hillsborough County is like practically zero, like no change. Pinellas County has shortened the time to contract down 20%, and so is Pasco. They've shortened that time to contract. So overall, when I look at all these stats, it's really hard for me to walk out the door and look at the clickbait crap that you and I are seeing on our Insta and our Facebook talking about the world ending and Florida real estate. I just hate seeing people wait. I think they're missing opportunity.
I got a stat.
Go.
One of the hottest multifamily markets in the state of Florida is right here in Tampa Bay.
What?
Yep. Multifamily apartments, hot market, strong market. Price per door, strong market. Multifamily is crushing it in the Tampa Bay area. There's a stat. Don't have the exact percentage, but there's a stat.
Well, let me ask you kind of what people want to know. If I go to buy multifamily right now, am I making enough on rent to cover my mortgage?
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Absolutely.
So the rents are doing good.
Absolutely.
Okay. And what do you consider multifamily?
Multifamily to me is anything larger than a 4-unit.
Okay. I know why you say that. Why do you say that? Why is it anything over 4 units?
Why is
Because under 4 units and under would be what?
So
just conventional.
Conventional, but you can do conventional on multifamily too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can do conventional on multifamily to unlimited units under 6% right now on multifamily with 20% down.
Hold on. He's going to have to repeat that section because most people believe there is a cap to how many units you can finance. And Mike just said something very quickly that I'm going to make him repeat. Mike, how many units can I finance if I work through Lincoln and call you?
So we are able to get financing on unlimited units for multifamily. That's the different capital partners that we have. I've worked on ones up to 400 units.
Wow.
In apartments.
Now, how about this? I'm gonna get with you on this one. How about this? What's your maximum loan amount, Mike? I mean, what if I've got a project that I need to fund that's like, I don't know, 150 million?
So currently right now I got terms on a rehab of a hotel in the Orlando area for $117 million.
Okay. And that you can actually finance that and get a loan on it?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
$117 million. Now, I'm not going to ask him what his minimum loan amount is because I know what that is. I'm not going to go under 100 myself.
Yeah, I don't mind you asking. It's tough to get.
Is it?
Yeah, Fannie Freddie multifamily under $1 million.
Okay.
I have capital partners that will do that even aggressively with alternative ways of financing. But once you get under $1 million for multifamily, you get a lot of less opportunity.
That's interesting. So it's that's kind of the opposite on regular residential and conventional type stuff is they would prefer not to be over $1 million. So you're saying your appetite actually increases over $1 million?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How about the terms? Do the terms change when you're getting up into those bigger numbers?
Absolutely, they do. The bigger numbers sometimes require a bridge and then go to a stabilized.
Okay.
Right? So right now I'm marketing multifamily all over the state of Florida.
Okay, let me ask everybody. Michael, what is a bridge loan?
A bridge loan is a short-term financing to get the acquisition of title to the property. Do that as well as rehab, but it's very short-term, no prepayment penalty. Basically, get your hands on the property and then begin your exit strategy, whether that would be flip it to value add or CapEx, or bringing it up to a different grade as an apartment from a B to an A, and then a refinance stabilized HUD loan.
Got it. So what Michael, translation, we can do all kinds of loans to get you to where you need to be.
We can.
Bridge loans are a vehicle to get you from point A to point C. Sometimes you need a little bit of money. Somebody need to fix something up, but you have a goal in mind that is your end goal. And that's what sets us apart. We're not Bank of America, guys. We're not Wells Fargo. You're not going to walk in and meet with Johnny from the bank and he's going to say, oh, yeah, here you go. Do your application. We're going to get your loan. That doesn't happen. That's why most people's projects don't get funded, because they're going places. You're asking for an apple, but you're at an orange dealer. All right. You need to go to a pineapple dealer.
I can give you a real example about what we put together.
Because we're going to take a break. Mike's going to give us a real example when we get back. But before he does that, we're going to learn about Michael Kirk from Kingdom and why he formed Kingdom Capital. As soon as we get back from the break here on the Business Happy Hour, stay tuned for more with Michael from Kingdom Capital and Frank the Bank. All right, 30. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
And be right back. Are you good?
Lots of coffee?
Lots of coffee, dude. I'm freaking, I am teed up today. Woo!
You what? Thank you, James. He's...
Lower with the reduced PMI. Please work with that. Woo! Don't lose any time. That's it. And by the way, when I said teed up, I was drinking tea.
No, I figured that's what in case you like that tea.
I do. Well, we can roll whenever. But I got onto tea app when I went to London, and coffee, drinking sugar and milk every day. I'm having 3 cappuccinos. I'm like, oh, okay, this is affecting me. Ever since I went straight tea, I swear I've maintained better weight, and it's great.
What do you put in your tea?
Nothing. I just get different teas. I'll get like a chocolate pure, a blueberry oolong, a strawberry mango. So it has like dried fruit in it. It just has regular tea leaves, but with dried fruit. So there's no artificial sweeteners. There's no sugar. It doesn't like a coffee does. It's very even as your drop.
I don't think there's no in Frank's personality.
No, Frank's like,
always.
He gets tired every once in a while. All right, we are ready to roll, Mr. James.
Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara & Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Cotto. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with 2 of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. I am your host, Frank the Bank Cotto. No Senia today, no Senia Akishina, but we just did the real estate stats that Sen gave us, and it was absolutely awesome. We had a great time reviewing those, and the bottom line is the market is up. It is not down. Do not wait for the market to crash to buy the house that you really want. All you're doing is giving up equity. when you do that. If we are showing you that month over month, the prices are going up, the sales are going up, just imagine what they've done over the last 2.5 years that you've been sitting on the fence saying, I'm waiting for the right time. Well, the right time was 2 years ago. Yeah, I agree. Okay. A couple years ago, Mike, I probably was in that corner. I was probably thinking, you know what? We're probably going to get a little check back because COVID thing went a little crazy, right? Rates went up, things slowed down. We're all thinking, you know what? Prices might drop. But guys, it's been 2.5, almost 3 years since this time, and they're not dropping. And if rates go down, which I am a firm believer they will, right now, I didn't do the stats that Sen gave me on inventory. Inventory, Michael, is at like half of what it should be. We're about a 3.5 month supply, in a healthy market, 6. So
well, that's why the multifamily is up, because rental properties. Yeah. So when inventory is down, multifamily has a high demand.
Okay.
You know? And it's like you said, if you're on the fence, you can't gain long-term wealth if you don't own the property. There's a cost of doing business. Right now, that cost might be a little bit up, but you average that over your cost of closing on that loan. Most people recap it in 12 to 18 months, the cost of that money, but then you have acquired that property and you're gaining that equity for long-term wealth. Get off the fence. Great risk comes great reward. Move is what I tell all my people. Move.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw this out, totally unrelated real quick, but I sat down with a retired person the other day, and we're looking at all their assets, and they were thinking about, should I get into some private money? Should I do some real estate investing? And we had a financial planner there. It was very interesting because the market has way overperformed what people would have thought of, like the stock market per se, over the last 10, 15 years. And he showed her, if she was very risk adverse, to the point where her returns on these accounts she had lots of money in was like 2.5%, 3%, right? He showed her, if you had just been in the market, not even in dangerous thing, just hedge funds, just capped marketable securities, she would have made 20 times what she had made. And she's sitting here wondering why she has the same amount basically in retirement that she did 10 years ago. And you made a great point. It takes a little risk to have reward. You don't have to go to Vegas and put your money on black. That's not what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, real estate, historically doesn't go down. When you look at, yes, you have dips, right? But if you look at the 1980 real estate market, the prices compared to today, are they higher? Of course. About 5 times higher. So how are you going to lose? You got to get in.
Buy dirt.
Buy dirt. There's a good song about that.
It is a good song
it's
about
a great
that.
Song.
I forgot who sang it. Luke Bryan, maybe, I don't know, but it's a great song.
I think it is Luke Bryan.
It's a wise wisdom from grandfather to a grandson to buy dirt.
So there's the old saying, and I'm sure a lot of grandparents say this, is they tell you buy dirt or buy land. Why? Because they don't make it anymore.
Yeah.
And if you really think about that, just for 2 seconds, it should give you goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like, what is the one thing that you can, now you could say Bitcoin. Okay, that's a whole nother stupid conversation. Oh, they're limited to supply. What is the one thing that we know for an absolute fact is limited supply? Dirt.
Yep.
Land. The same amount of land is here that was here when your grandfather's grandfathers were here.
Yep.
So why are you not buying it? So I'm going to learn a little bit about you, Mike. Michael, founder of Kingdom Capital. I know you didn't wake up owning Kingdom Capital. I worked with you at a previous company. Can you tell us a little bit about where you come from, maybe a little bit about your life, and then you can tell us why you formed Kingdom Capital?
This is great because you asked me, and then I get a chance to be transparent about my life. I went through some severe changes in my life in 2008, when the market crashed. And I left this industry. I've been in this industry since 97. All aspects and angles you can imagine of it, all creative financing. I've always been putting deals together and making people happy and getting deals funded. But I went through some real personal struggles in 2008 and stepped away, and I became a pastor.
Okay.
Right? So I got back into the business. I got recruited back in 2018 and started working back in the wholesale lending side of things. Worked very hard, became sales manager VP at one of the largest private lending firms, and then was called back into the ministry. So I needed to figure out a way that I could make money and help people and help investors, but still fuel my prison ministry called The Warrior Life. We help men in prison get back out on the street, get their lives back together, stuff like that.
You go into the prisons every week, don't you?
Every week, preaching in the prisons.
That's awesome.
So I launched Kingdom Cap in 2024, and God's just blessed it, and it's growing, and it allows me to have the schedule and run everything from a laptop and do what I can to grow this company as well. We're fueling and helping other people because, I came close to losing my life.
You've told me this.
Yeah. And ever since then, I had a radical moment with my Savior, Jesus, and I promised him that I would tell everybody about him. And I could use that platform here. When I'm asked, right, I don't go around saying, that. But when someone asks me, like you asked me, that's an open invitation for me.
I wanted the listeners to know. So why did you name it Kingdom Capital?
Because it's God's company. It's his kingdom, right? So I'm just working from him, being a good steward, running a good garden, helping people, and taking some of that money and blessing others. But it also allows me to run with a level of integrity and honesty in my business.
Right.
And I'll explain that to you. At the beginning of this, you said, well, I don't know why I'm having Michael on because, he could be my competitor. But I have, and I'm handing to you right now a check, Frank.
Oh.
Now, you referred me a client, and they ended up not closing the deal. But they did refer me to another person and friend of theirs. I closed their loan. I didn't have to, but there's a referral fee for you based on that roll down of business that you referred me.
All right, hold on. Everybody's got to see this. This was actually unexpected. Michael did not tell me this. Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend.
That is what a good partner. That is what a good partner and a good friend does right there. I did not expect that. I had no idea. I'm not even going to open it right now and find out, but that was awesome, Michael. So thank you very much, and that kind of worked out perfectly.
I am truly, truly grateful for all the business and all the people that I get a chance to help you with Lincoln Lending and help them as well. So this is true partnership. So that's a little bit about me. That's what we do. And we are driven on AI platforms to get things done quickly and swiftly. We are connected through AI with capital partners. KingdomCapitalFinancial.com will give you more information, including my bio. Go check it out. But know that doing business with me goes through Frank on this platform here.
I love it. So we're going to want you guys to reach out to me on my cell phone or go to LincolnLendingGroup.com and then just say, hey, I want to talk to that Michael guy. I want to get on a conference call with him. Michael, we got a few minutes left in this segment. Can you run down some of the most creative things that you can do?
So I was going to give you an example, right?
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, so I had a gentleman come and he wanted to buy a multifamily property.
Okay.
He had no experience. I call it the monopoly method, right? Most people will start with, buying a rental property and a rental loan, which is DSCR. It's market rents to qualify. And then they maybe want to move into a fix and flip, which they do. They buy one, rehab it, and then go to the BRRRR method, right? Mm-hmm. Then they decide, well, they maybe want to do ground up construction, so we can try that, right? And then multifamily is a monopoly method, right? You ever play the game Monopoly, right?
Course,
those red hotels is what you want on it, right?
Exactly.
So he came and he was like, I want to buy this multifamily, and I can't remember exactly where the location was, but the problem was his liquidity.
Okay.
So we organize things, what they call in this industry, capital stack.
What does that mean?
That means that you're stacking on top of things to take away layered risk, but bring in more equity positions so it's less cash out of your pocket.
Okay.
It's called capital stacking, right? Capital partner. You have a senior lender would do the first loan. Maybe it's 65, 70% leverage, getting you the most aggressive rates based on market and no IRS docs, or even if it's a Fannie Freddie. But then you capital stack different. You bring behind it some preferred equity partners, kind of like a second B note lender that puts another note on there. Then you get a JV partner. You go to one of your friends that got some money and like, hey man, what's your money earning you in your bank? Well, right. I'm at 3% right now. Well, let me give you 8% on your funds. Give me this much money as a capital stack. Be my JV partner. Jump on the LLC. Then all his down payments verified because he's part owner of the LLC.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Purchase and acquire these properties, and you're in for less than 5% out of pocket to buy a commercial multifamily deal. That's what capital stack is, and that's what Frank was talking about at the start of this when we get together for our 10-minute call. What are your goals? How much liquidity you got? Where's your experience happening? What JV partners you got going down? These are things Frank and I can do for you to help you move into a whole different level of business.
Right.
A whole different level of business that you don't even know exists.
Why do the banks just not do this?
The banks, they're very set. They're very conservative. They're good at what they do. I'm not knocking them, right?
Yeah,
I deal with a lot of banks as capital partners. You can. But my point is that there's a lot of knowledge that Frank and I can bring to the table to help you go to a whole different level of business. I'm entrepreneurial minded just as much as Frank, except he's more squirrel than I have ever been, and I'm squirrel a lot. But my point is this, if you really have some goals to grow your long-term net worth by buying dirt, step into the commercial market, get with Frank. Let us just have a conversation and a cup of coffee and see where you want to go and how Kingdom Capital Financial and Lincoln Lending could get you there.
I love it, man, and you nailed that with 30 seconds left. It's almost like this guy's on radio. He's like watching the timers over here. So Michael said it better than I could have said it. We are your team. We are the people that you're going to call. Don't be scared to bring a scenario to us. I'm not scared to call Michael. And we get on the phone, and we had a $120 million transaction the other day, and the guys had no equity in the property whatsoever, and we have figured out a pathway on how we're going to get this thing done. So I'm going to implore you to text me on my cell, 813-765-1239, or check it out the website, but that'll get you to the cell phone. Again, get to Frank to Bank, and we will get you in front of Michael from Kingdom Capital. We're going to take a break, and we're getting back more creative financing right here on the Business Happy Hour.
Boom.
Boom. All right, last segment.
Are you live?
On here, yes. So last segment, all I've got is a couple. I'm going to mention an FHA fallout, an event I have for September. The rest is yours. What do you want to hit in the last segment?
I don't know.
You want to do we want to mention that other people can sign up with your company or anything like that, brokers? Is that
So I'm looking to hire some experienced people.
okay?
Right? If you could do that, I can talk about my fivefold funding platform that's for experienced people.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, I'd love that opportunity.
Done.
And then I had a thought about doing some sort of educational series with you.
Okay.
Not quite sure what that looks like yet, but we're big on educating people.
Yeah.
And I might throw that out there and let people marinate on that a bit as you and I decide what our next big move might be.
We could do a once a month segment on educational.
I'm cool with that.
We could do a half or a whole or something like that. We got it. I like that.
I'm cool.
Because right now we're bringing to the listeners things that they don't know exists.
That's
and
true.
That's the exciting part about it. Let's see. Too many good informations. Free financial class right here. Thank you. See, look at this, Leo. Thank you very much for that comment. Leo, you literally comment exactly what Michael just said. We're talking about doing an educational series for you guys. So we will definitely get that checked out. Jay, the Loan Wizard. What's up, Loan Wizard? Hit me up. We got to grab a lunch there. And we got a lot of other people listening to him.
I want to meet the Lone Wizard.
I know, the Lone Wizard. Lone Wizard, you should call Michael because he probably has some programs for you. I'm not going to announce that to the whole radio world, but I'm going to say that to you right now.
No, anybody that calls himself the Lone Wizard deserves a conversation.
Yeah, if you better call it. You better be the Lone Wizard. Michael, our sales manager, is Magic Mike, and I'm like, you better watch the way you advertise that. So, all right, James, we're ready when you are.
Let's get back to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, owner of Lincoln Lending Group, and his co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates.
All right, friends of the Business Happy Hour, I've got an event to talk to you guys about. I have not done this in a while, and I have to mention it now because this event is on September 2nd. It's at Star, which if you're a real estate agent, you probably know that GTAR changed their name to Star. It's the one on Kennedy right here in Tampa. It is on September 2nd. It is on the Star's website, Star's calendar. Yours truly is going to be speaking with a national speaker named, I just had a brain fart. Jamie, and I'm losing my mind. I was going to call him something else. But anyway, Jamie, which I will pull up and tell you, I'm so embarrassed I'm saying this like this. But Jamie is going to be our guest speaker over there. He is a national speaker, and we're going to be talking about the art of conscious communication. That's the art. Jamie Miller. Jamie Miller will be talking about the art of conscious communication. What does that mean? It means we're going to teach real estate agents and brokers how to make people think that it's their idea when it was your idea. We're going to talk to them about the signals in communication. How do you know if your client's paying attention to you? How do you know what you should say to your client? The important words is what we're going to get out to you guys on September 2nd. It is a free event, but you do have to register. It is all over my social media. So if you can't find it, go ahead and text me, 813-765-1239. There are about 19 seats left in the room. You're going to get a free lunch. You're going to get to listen to Frank the Bank, and you're going to hear Jamie Miller talk about the art of conscious communication. That is on September 2nd. Check it out. The only other date-related thing I got to talk about really quick is our 1% buy-down special. This is for government or conventional, primary or second home. Basically, not the loans that Mike does, because Mike is investment only, okay? That's what we're going to talk to for him. You're going to get 1% off your rate for the first year. So if I'm going to lock you at 6.25% on a regular conventional loan today, you're getting 5.25% for the first year. Huge savings, thousands of dollars. You do have to be locked by August 31st. So reach out now. It doesn't matter if you're already under contract. We can flip you over and get you a rate in the 5s right now. That's 813-765-1239. Shoot me a text, 813-765-1239. Michael, in the break, we were talking about your company, about Kingdom Capital, and we were talking about how to grow and what we could do. And you mentioned that you might be hiring right now?
Yeah, so I'm just about to unleash an opportunity for if you have experience in originating commercial business. We've put together a 5-fold funding platform for anybody that wants to join our company that's having trouble closing their commercial loans or wants to generate more commercial loans, all digitally ran through AI and different platforms to help you market, manage, manage the leads, close your loans, in-house processing and funding. So if you're listening today and you're experienced in commercial, now that could be residential investment or actually true commercial loans, and you want to increase your pipeline and get deals closed, you could work at other places. You'd be 1099 with us, but you get the 5-fold funding platform to get your deals pushed through in a timely manner and to grow your pipeline. And it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I would never ask anybody to do anything that I don't do first. So I'm using it currently, and it's really starting to gain traction.
I love it. Now, this is a 1099 job, commission only is what I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Close loans. But you're able to get them done quickly and swiftly because of the platforms that we have set up.
I love it. Mike, let me ask you a question before we end the show. Can you think of probably one of the most creative, crazy deals that you've ever done? Like the one where it's like, there's no way, but you did something? Anything you can think of? Put me on the spot here.
There's a few out there, but I would have to say off the top, it would be capital stacking and cross-collateralizing different properties.
Okay.
To eliminate layered risk on one specific deal, which is harder to do than anything else.
Yep.
So, you could have land sitting over here, or you could have a property sitting over here that you own that you don't think has any value besides what you have in it.
Right.
But you can leverage that equity, cross-collateralize it on acquisitions and refinances on other properties where the layered risk might be a little bit higher.
Right. Which
lowers that, gets the deal done, and they layered the risk over different cross-collateralization of properties.
And here's where Frank comes and translates. Cross-collateralization just means one loan on multiple properties.
There you go.
Right? So we make a great team over here. Mike talks to the investor high-level guys, and then I just come into the guys who are just getting in the game, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, you got multiple properties. By the way, we do this on private money as well, cross-collateralize. If you need $100,000 and the property you want to borrow it against doesn't have enough equity, but you got this other property, you never know. What if we just put a lien on the two of them, like Michael's saying, and you have your loan? It's really, really cut and dry. I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to say something. So a lot of you out there listening probably think, oh man, this guy's charging 15% interest. This guy's a usury lender. No, this is not private money, guys. I lend private money and I'll do it at 12% all day long. Michael's who I call when I want to give somebody an opportunity to have a rate much lower than that without having to do private money. So even when you think you need private money, I'm going to call someone like Michael and I'm going to talk to them and I'm going to figure out if he can do the loan. But if he can't do the loan, I want Michael to be my exit strategy, your exit strategy. So maybe you have to take that 12% note, but down the road, 6-12 months, you have done X, Y, Z, and we can get you into something else. Michael recently quoted me on a DSCR, a no income verification cash out refinance where the guy owned the property less than 6 months I think it was just over 6 months, and we're using appraised value. Correct. In just over 6 months. We were looking at getting 6.5% on this loan. Yep. 6.5%, guys.
Yep. And that was a seasoning issue because a lot of lenders require that you own the property for 12 months before they give you full market value.
Right.
I have capital partners that have no seasoning.
Yes.
You could pay $200K for it and you bought it $100,000 under value. We're going to give you $300K to set your leverage component, right?
That's it.
So yeah, and the rate was in the mid-6s.
It's absolutely amazing. So I don't want you to think that this is, a loan shark money or something. It is not. This is real money. This is long-term money. This is long-term fixed money. Michael, it has been amazing having you on the show today. Yes, it's like you and I can just talk and we can have a great time. It was great.
Oh, man, I'd be here all day. I'd like to give a quick shout out to my lovely wife who is here filming this today. Her name is Gloriana. If you are into health and wellness, she's got an incredible website, and I'm going to pitch it right now. It's spiritbodyyoga.com. You can go to it, and all of it can be done from the comfort of your own home. If you want to invest in your own health, go to spiritbodyyoga.com. I love you, babe.
There's Gloria. Listen, if Gloria's business runs half as smooth and has half as many cool things as Mike's, you should go to, what is
spiritbodyyoga.com.
Spiritbodyyoga.com. You guys should check that out. Hey, Gloria, maybe we'll have another show about you. We always talk real estate. Maybe we should talk about spirit, body, and yoga.
Hey, health and wellness is a big part of balance.
Healthy mind, healthy body.
That's right. If you don't have that balance, you're going to burn out and fry out.
That's it. Guys, thank you so much for listening. The Business Happy Hour has been great here with Michael from Kingdom Capital. Creative financing at its best. We hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend. Thank you for coming on, Michael.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Thank you all. Stay blessed.
You're all welcome.
All right.
All right, Instagrammers, thank you for watching the show. We're going to jump off now and move on with our day. We hope you guys are having a great week, and we will